Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over a Bloodlines tier list, best Jutsus. I'll probably do one for Awakening slash clans in the future, but today we're right now doing Jutsus slash skills, stuff that you can unlock with Chakra fragments and shards. So yeah, so here we go. So I'm just going to be going off and just ranking them as I go. And the way that I'm going to rank them is not specifically for PvP. It's just how good they are in general and how good they are at doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, so first on the list, we have food. Okay, food, I don't know why it's so big. Food is going to be a S tier, 100%. Reason why is because it does what it needs to do. It summons food. It's one of the best passive things in the game because it summons pretty much infinite life fruits. If you don't know, you can get something called fruit summoning, and it summons 3 fruits. And since you have a buff, every time you pick up one of the fruits, you actually get 2. So you can sell it for thousands of Rio. In 2 hours, I got over 5,000. I got about 5,000 Rio. That's the max you can get. In 2 hours, I got 5,000 Rio, which is very, 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 very good. And if you get a life fruit, you get 2 life fruits, and you could use them. You could sell them. So with my build that has food, I've never ever gotten below 60% life when I got it, because every time I died, I just popped a life fruit, and then went to fight again, popped a life fruit. So it was very, very strong. Food is going to be an S tier. By the way, they're not ranked in S tier. If it's S tier, it's S tier. It's just S tier, okay? I'm not ranking them from best to worst. I'm just going along, okay? So next, we have a sword. If you guys couldn't tell, this is sword. I just found a random image. Sword, from what I've seen, is okay. It's okay. I think there's just better things you can go. That's why I'm putting it here. It's okay for just doing stuff. I'm not too familiar because I don't have it. I've just seen people use it. It just seems fine. Like, I'm not scared of a sword user, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh no, they have sword. So I'm just gonna put it there. I think it's just fine. Like, it does, I guess it does what I need to do, but it doesn't do it amazing. It's just it just does it. Okay, I fixed up the tier list a little bit right here. I removed E and I renamed all the stuff. So there we go. This is kind of what I think if I could put a word to it. Next we have Kunai. Kunai, what I've seen from Kunai, I really don't know why these are all super huge. What I've seen from Kunai is it is really good. Kunai is really good. I'm just gonna put it at good because I don't think it's great. I just think it's good. From what I've seen from it, it looks really fun. It looks good, and there's not much to say about that. The skills, you know, it has like some like shinobi type skills. It is really fun. It looks like kind of like Sekiro or shinobi from Rogue Lineage, but yeah, it does look really fun. I was gonna go Kunai, but I ended up going Taijutsu instead. But yeah, so there we go. That's Kunai. Next, we have Clone Jutsu. Clone Jutsu, I think, is it's trash. It doesn't do enough. What does it actually do? It kind of just is there. You have a clone, okay, that's it. It doesn't really give you anything that you couldn't get otherwise. You can stall bosses, you can do stuff like that, but that isn't all that good. So that's why I'm not putting it good. It's not even okay. It's not even bad. It's trash. I wouldn't waste a shard on it. There's so many other things that you could use a shard on. Why would you use that on a clone? Maybe you misclicked. That's like it's just not good. It's just really, really bad. So anyway, so next we have Greatsword. Greatsword is bad. Greatsword is bad. I've seen it used. I don't have it. I've seen it used. It's just bad. It's really slow, and it doesn't look good for PvP. It just, like, there's better stuff, okay? There's way better stuff, and I don't know why you would use Greatsword over anything else, really. I just don't really know why. But yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. Next, we have Chakra, or whatever this is called. It has its uses. It has its uses. I'm gonna put it in okay, because it's not like horrible. You have some cool things you can do. I could be wrong by this. I'm like 99% sure. This is the one where you can view people around the map and stuff. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. It has its uses. It's not amazing. That's kind of it. It's just whatever. I wouldn't get it, but it's whatever. Next we have lightning. Lightning, very multi-purpose. Lightning. I'm gonna put lightning in. I'm gonna put lightning in. I'm gonna put lightning in great. I think lightning is extremely powerful. Does what it needs to do, and that's about it. It's very strong. There's not much else to say to it. It's very powerful, and it stuns people. You can dash with it and stuff, and get away quickly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it does what it needs to do. It's a mix between stamina and sealing. But yeah, so that's what lightning is. It's pretty good if you want to save on shards. So yeah, so lightning, it stuns, it does good damage, especially if you pair it with other stuff. On its own, it's probably just okay, but paired with other stuff like Taijutsu or stuff like that, or even like if you're like a Hyuga, then it's very good, very strong. Next we have wind. I've seen some stuff from wind. Wind doesn't look that great. It doesn't look good. It looks kind of just eh. I wouldn't use it at all. I think wind is bad. I don't think it's trash. I think wind is bad. I think wind is bad. I don't think wind has much to offer really. But okay, I don't have wind. I've seen people use it. I watched a showcase video on it. From what I've seen, it kind of just looks useless. I don't know why you would go wind over like lightning or fire or water or anything. There's no point. I don't really get it. But yeah, wind is just gonna stay in bad. It's not trash. It has its uses. Like if you're gonna go it, you're not gonna go it for nothing. Like you're gonna get something out of going it. But it's just not gonna be. You're not gonna be like, oh yes, my build is complete now that I have wind. Like it's not gonna be your main source of fighting, and if it is, you're not gonna win. So wind is nothing special. Okay, next we have fire. Fire, I think, is one of the most underrated elements out there. Fire is definitely great. Fire does a lot of damage, and I'm telling you this right now, just the strategical aspect of it in terms of just being able to go to like the desert place and just burn shit is really underrated, bro. You could go to the desert place and just burn a bunch of like bridges and shit, and it's very hard to respond to. You can run away really easily with it. You can do a lot of damage with it. And there's some quests, that one reusable quest, where it's literally the only way to do the quest is to have fire. There's certain areas where the only way to get in is to have fire. It does a lot of damage, very good for PvP and very good for just using overall. So yeah, fire is definitely great. It doesn't need a nerf, but it is great. Next, we have water. Water, I have fire too. I do have water. Water is just good. It's good. The wave is very strong. Everything else is kind of but the wave itself is one of the best moves in the game, period. That's kind of all there is to say about that. The wave is very powerful. Also, the pool, something to mention about the pool is it can grow infinitely. So you could set up some weird thing and then just explode it. But yeah, and the geyser can shoot you up very high into the sky. Wind can also do this, but wind doesn't have that one move that it's like, yeah, it's that strong, you know. So wind is bad, but water is kind of just better wind, I think. They have some similarities. But next we have Earth. Earth is trash. Earth, I don't see really anybody actually making Earth good. I don't have Earth. I've seen some people use it. I've seen like videos on it. It doesn't look like it would actually be used for anything. I don't think Earth is good at all. I don't know why you would go Earth. Probably just because it's cool and, you know, Earth. I mean, for example, like in Avatar, if I could have any element, I'd definitely go Earth. But yeah, it's just not anything special. It doesn't give you anything. And you're maybe wondering why I'm not putting it in bad with wind. Well, stuff like wind has maybe like Rasengan, so you can do maybe like 15 damage. You can do that one tornado that does like 10 damage. Like, you can fight with it. Earth does nothing. Earth really does nothing. It's just there. You just waste a shard. It's really just a waste. Okay? It is just a waste. Next, we have Taijutsu. Taijutsu is pretty controversial. I don't think it needs a nerf. All the moves only do like 15 damage. Like, that's good amount, but it doesn't need a nerf. If everything else gets nerfed, like if lightning gets nerfed and flame gets nerfed, then it'll need nerf because it's like insane. But it doesn't need a nerf. Okay, it doesn't need a nerf. There's other things that they could nerf, like Uchiha, for example. That needs a nerf. Itachi MS is insanely powerful. No one can actually beat it. Kamui's pretty strong. So that stuff needs a nerf. Cooking needs a nerf. Cooking is ruining the economy, and I have cooking. It ruins the economy. It makes chakra fruits as easy to get as an apple, and it makes money as easy to get as a chicken nugget, bro. I don't have very good example. You know what I mean. Money 5K in 2 hours. Huh? While watching YouTube. Okay. I've probably given away 20 life fruits to my clan and I'm still at 100% life. I've died over 10 times. Okay. And I've never run out of food. Literally ever. In my inventory, I just have like 60 apples, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. Every time you summon it, you get six pieces of food. You can sell it for 6 silver each. So that's why it's so crazy. So yeah. Next we have sealing. Sealing on its own is not that amazing, but its overall uses and functions that it can do, I'm gonna put it in good. It does what it needs to do. Okay, it messes people up. You can seal them to the ground. You can make boxes. You can take people's eyes out. You can stun them. It's pretty much just worse lightning. But on my Hyuga build, instead of going lightning, I went stamina and sealing. You might be, why? Because stamina is very quick, and having the extra stamina bar is good. And sealing, I wanted to be able to take people's eyes out, and also it does stun. So, and also there wasn't much other things I could do. I couldn't go healing because I already had a form. There wasn't much else I could do, so I ended up going sealing and stamina. So that was my build, right? Pairing with those other things, I would have rather gone sealing and stamina than gone lightning, because overall it has more general uses, okay? For PvP, it's good. For its general uses, it's great. I'm just going to put it in good because it's not high-end great, it's low-end great. If you use it correctly and really strategically, which I haven't seen people really do, then it's great, okay? But I don't think it gets to the level. I think it's like top of good. I just don't think it's great. Next, And final, we have healing. Healing is actually something that was overpowered and currently got nerfed. I actually don't know if it got nerfed. Because I kind of started playing recently, even though I have two max accounts. I haven't had much to do recently. I've just been playing basketball and playing this game. So, healing. I don't know if it got nerfed, but I know it can get sealed now. So sealing actually counters healing. So that's another reason why I went sealing. It's so I can counter healing, because healing has 100 healings, okay? 100 healings, for those of you who don't know, is a form in the game where you pop it when you're low, when you're about to die, and it permanently keeps you at 1 HP. Not permanently. As long as the form's on. For, if you max it out, 80 seconds. So for 80 seconds, you'll be chilling at 1 HP, and you can't go lower than that, okay? You can't get knocked, nothing. You're immortal for 80 seconds. The only way to bypass it is to seal it. That's why I don't think it needs a nerf. Because, like, 30% of the people who are going to be, PvPing are going to have sealing, because sealing is very powerful. People want to take people's eyes and stop healing. So that's another reason why I went sealing on my build instead of lightning. So it completely counters healing. Okay, it counters 100 healings. Other than that, just for healing people, it doesn't actually do the best job. It does better for like healing yourself after a fight's over. It's not really good like mid-fight. So that's why it would still need a nerf if actually the healing aspect of it was really good. But the healing aspect of it is probably okay. And the form needs a nerf, but got a nerf. So I'm just going to say it's great. So there you go. That's my tier list for this game in terms of Jutsu. Let me know what other tier lists you want me to make. And subscribe, turn on notifications, everything like that. And I'll see you on the other side, man.